You're listening to Empire of Rust, the world's first and only Transformers RPG podcast. Join the heroes of Icon as they defend Cybertronian civilization from the remnants of Cybertron First to Lord Starscream's egotistical leadership, and beyond to the unknown threats on the other side of distant stars.
Welcome back to Empire of Rust, the first and still greatest Transformers RPG podcast. And we are in the middle of a fight. We are just about ready to face down Starscream, the one of the big bosses of this campaign. Which reminds me, have you guys faced a big giant boss in your campaigns before? Tell me about a memorable one that you faced.
Well, this was a long time ago, back in my Planescape days.
Ooh.
I remember one of the early characters that we played with, players, we ended up stopped playing with us, and so we ended up killing him. This was an evil game, and he was a Flint, and they were like super gnolls, but they effectively fought with nunchucks that could disarm you. It was this weird mechanic that existed back in second edition.
Jesus, second edition was weird.
Yeah, and there was but somehow his spirit went to Acheron, which is where it was, and then it toppled the government there. It rose through the ranks and effectively became something like an abyssal lord, but in Acheron. And it created this whole subset of things that were called Flint Fiends, and they all had these nunchuck things that kind of pulled us out, could disarm us. And I remember back in the day, we used to listen to music in the background, and we were listening to Slayer's Seasons in the Abyss album. And there was so we're on a flying carpet, flying through a portal to the second level of Gehenna, and we see the Temple of the Arcanoloths sitting there rising up out of the magma, and then sitting on top of it in a throne of bones is Graxton Bloodthirst with an assortment of his Flint Fiends. And the beginning of the song starts off as how I've waited for you to come. Now I've been here all alone. Now that you've arrived, please stay a while. And I promise I won't keep you long. I'll keep you forever. And then it was just the synchronicity of it was fucking insane. And it was one of the nastiest fights that we ever got to. It was I was playing an ogre fighter, crazy, back when, playing a monster race was a big deal. And he disarmed me of every single weapon I'd had. He could read my thoughts. He was making 10 fucking attacks a round, which in second edition was fucking obscene. Yeah. And we ended up having to fight these artifact wielding quartet of ogre magi before we fought him. And it was just so we were down to brass tacks. I was one hit away, and he could read my every thought. So I was just I just went total frenzy, and I'm oh, do you see this? And I just punched him in the face, and I was triple specialized in punching, and so I rolled a natural 20, and that knocked him out. But he's but the DM's no, that's not right. He's he you knocked him down, you stunned him for a round, so he's vulnerable. And I was just okay, so I just reached over, grabbed one of my disarmed weapons that was on the ground, which happened to be a Vorpal halberd. And then I was okay, I am making a called shot to his neck, and I rolled a fucking natural 20. And, I cut off his head, and electricity and fire fucking came out. And then all of his Flint Fiends now had lost their source. They turned into normal Fiends, normal Flints. So they just started choking and burning because of the atmosphere that we were in. Oh my God, it was nuts. Totally fucking crazy.
Great story. By the way, Flint Fiends should be called Fleens.
Yeah, I know. Right. We were 18 at the time. We weren't really that clever yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, who can top that?
Sorry.
Fuck if I can.
I've had this massive, just evil boss that we keep trying to put down. He keeps trying to put a talk show in the middle of a fight. It's you, Mike. It's you.
Yeah, I know.
I got something else. Someone else go for it.
I do remember one that Adam ran for, where he basically summoned up, I forget exactly what was going on. What was that, Adam, what was that fiend that was basically for the conclusion?
Oh, that guy. That was actually Will's
his name?
Character, Takana. She was an evil druid who came to the Isle of the Savage Isle, and it was after the campaign of the Savage Tide, of the Isle of Dread.
Yeah, I didn't play Savage Tide.
That was the Isle, but he played an evil druid that once she got to the island. She was killed by a dinosaur, but still wanted to use nature to defend the island, and her spirit became evil. So, like in the negative plane, she became a power that influenced things on the island, and she was just slowly building up power over time. So, when we got to the Arcane Vault, which is basically you guys going around like Warehouse 13, collecting up artifacts from the world and storing them in a safe place. You actually made it down to the Isle of Dread again to collect something up that turned out to be like a power anchor for her and her spirit. And her followers on the Prime Material plane were trying to pull her into existence on the Prime Material. And you guys were trying to stop that. And I think one of you actually laid down your life to kind of make that happen with a super spell, right? Was that you?
Yes, it was. I did basically have to expend my character to. He had like this flexible casting feat. He could do all sorts of ridiculous stuff with the magic. So he cast every spell he had simultaneously, and I think it was, and he used all his hit points up at the same time. But and it turned out, I guess, that our boss was actually a greater god of death who was trapped on the Prime Material plane. And I think she just ripped the bad guy's head off at the end when she became liberated.
It was a lot of fun. I actually, I contacted Will at the beginning of the conception of his character becoming like a major villain. Talked to him online. I said, hey, I want to do this with your character, and I kind of want your thought on what she would do in this situation. And over the weeks, it turned into just he was calling the shots from the sidelines as the villain.
Oh, that's cool.
And I don't think I ever told you guys that.
No,
I never did. Mike, what about you?
So I did think of one. Back in the day, it was a 3rd edition D&D game. A friend of mine was running. We got to wherever the boss was, this guy that we've been chasing for a while. And he was putting together like some big war machine construct thing. And he was doing like the final preparations for it. And we finally caught him in the middle of it. I believe there were 3 of us. My cousin was in it. He cast True Strike to get, basically an automatic hit, and he rolls a 1. So he misses. My other friend charges up he was on a horse, and he leapt off the horse to try to jump onto the machine that this guy was on, and he failed. My character ran up to attack, and I failed. Like, the 3 of us, we just failed completely.
Oh, my God.
Like, the last round that we could possibly do before he turned this thing on. And it was just like, wow. Like, such bad luck.
So did he actually win in this campaign? Like, did the bad guy actually beat you, or?
He turned the thing on. And so that was...
That was bad, right?
It started like destroying things, and we couldn't defeat it at the time, so we had to retreat. And then a whole bunch of bad stuff happened that we had to deal with after that. But it could have all been prevented, except for 3 really bad rounds, or turns, rather.
Well, I was kind of going to bring up the Dakana thing, but there was another instance way back before I met any of you guys. I was playing with my high school.
No, those times don't exist.
Well, they do, actually. I was playing with my high school buddies. I think this was either at the time of high school or maybe just after. We were pretty young and pretty new to the hobby. We're playing 2nd edition.
Did dice even exist then?
Dice exist, yeah, but they were made of but they were made of bones.
I thought like wood or something. That'd
All right,
be cool.
everyone gets it. I'm old.
You had to carve them out of stone.
Now I'm getting cranky. My friend had just finished reading the Infinity Gauntlet saga in the comics where it originated. And he made up this whole adventure where we were going all over the D&D world to look for these Infinity Stones. And when we finally got them together, they all did like different things for each of us. And when we finally got them all together, he made his character kind of like take control of them and was going to become the big bad villain because he was seizing power and, power corrupts and all of that. So we had one chance on the plane that we got the actual gauntlet that let one person hold all the stones. And he put it on and all the stones came whipping off of whatever items we had them on and just all flew to his gauntlet. And he was about to go full God mode. And the portal that we came in on was starting to close. So we had one chance to get out. And there were 2 other people with me. They both fled. But I think I may have been playing a paladin at the time. And I wasn't ready to give up on someone who was, up until this moment, one of our companions and friends. So I said, I'm going to save you whether or not you want me to. And I cut his arm off below the gauntlet and I yanked him through the portal. So I defeated the bad guy by saving my friend. And that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done as a character.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never heard that from you.
Speaking of saving your friends, Carapace, you need to save your friends from these attacks that are coming at you.
Well, that's what I've already done it.
Yeah, with his face.
Let's jump right back in. Carapace, you just went through the open door and you took 4 blasts right to your beautiful, beautiful face.
Truth.
Let's just make certain that these things are actually hitting you and actually doing something to you, right?
I doubt it, but that's okay. I'm going to say 2 will hit.
Going for a 33 on the first one.
That is a hit.
25.
Is not a hit.
31.
Is a hit.
And a 12.
That's a miss.
Oh.
31 is my armor class, so.
You called it.
All right.
Any luck with the lottery numbers there, Carapace?
I'll let you know when I win.
You mean when we win, right? Wide smile.
Smart decision. All right. So out of the 2 hits that are coming in, it's going to be 3, 7, 13 electricity and fire. And then it's going to be 14 electricity and fire for those 2 shots. Roll for initiative.
Gladly with vigor.
To start us off, Pat, what did you get? What did Carapace get?
Carapace has a 22, and Legionnaire has a 3.
Oh, 3.
Is that a single digit?
That's a 1.
Oh,
Natural
damn.
1.
Well, that's going to be a problem for Legionnaire. He's going last. Wild Strike, what'd you get?
13.1.
Okay, that's kind of low for you, but not that bad, I
Roll
suppose.
the 3.
Oh. Sweet Spot. What'd the Sweet Spot get?
I got myself a 33.15.
Typical. And Magnum. What'd Maggie Fags get?
I got a 50. Completely mediocre as usual.
Order is gonna be Sweet Spot, my guys, Carapace, Magnum, Wild Strike, and followed very much at the last by Legionnaire. So Sweet Spot, take us off. Round 1 of this new combat. Actually, before you go, let me go ahead and describe what you see.
Please.
So this fairly large room is dominated by a massive holographic map of Cybertron. And it has 4 Seeker guards on the northern side of the room. And you can see that all of them have set up some kind of shielded cover for themselves. And they are now shooting at Carapace from behind those shields.
Are they like personal shields or something? Like how big are they?
They are like shield emplacements on the ground in front of them. Over on the western side and the eastern side, there's a table, chairs, and some seating areas, and you can see several columns along the eastern and western annexes, like the wings of this room. All the way to the north, you can see that there is a large closed blast door separating this chamber from what you would assume is Starscream's personal office on the other side of it. Okay, Sweet Spot. Lead us off here. Top of the round.
All right. Let's see.
What you're going to do. What is the ambassador with the most going to do?
I run around the security desk, past Carapace.
Darting between his legs. Gotcha.
Yep. Into the center of the room. Actually, I don't even think that was the full move. That was only 45. All right. Continuing my movement then. From that point, because now I can measure. Coming over to the left and continuing my full and unobstructed speed, I will make it to this point in the far left corner of the room with one movement, and I will shoot this fella right here.
Do you have the actions for that?
I do. That was one move.
What's your speed?
My speed is 90.
90?
Yeah.
How'd you get that
90. Well, let me open up my character and go down the list if you want.
No, I don't. It's just like...
Okay.
I have to say, I want to just say like how proud I am of like how ballsy and brazen like you've gotten like combat-wise. Like, you know, you literally just ran into, like, a room with 4 guys shooting, you know. I mean, granted, they were all aimed at me, but I mean, still, like...
Well, that's like, why I let you go first.
Three levels ago, you never would have even considered this.
No,
you know?
No, I wouldn't.
Like,
of course, I wouldn't have... I don't think 3 levels ago I would have had the movement to get this far in.
Right.
But yeah, next round, I'll most likely take away all of their attacks of opportunity as well. So anyone else want to move in without threat, you will be able to do so next round. But for the time being, if I can take some shots from them away from you guys, I will do that. Starting with this guy right here, I'm going to take a shot, because that's all I can do.
And he had a gun out, not a melee weapon, so even though he would normally provoke, he is not going to be able to do anything.
Lovely, lovely.
Fucking 90, goddamn.
Yeah, I thought my 50 was pretty quick.
All right, shabam. That is not a great shot. I rolled a 14. Well, I rolled a 4 plus the modifier. And that is most likely not going to... So I'm not going to bother giving you the...
14 is a miss, yep.
All right, 1 shot down, 1 action done.
All right. Well, that was a little weird. You got all the way in there, all the way behind him, and like one of those guards is like, ooh, he's not happy about that. So he is going to turn about face and take a shot at you. How's an 18 grab you?
An 18 would not grab me. It's been so long since anyone actually attacked me. Is it EAC or KAC?
That would be EAC.
EAC is a 26. Actually, it doesn't matter. They're both 26.
Well, then...
So, no.
Then don't fucking waste my time, damn it.
Do you have a way to hit him melee-wise? So these people are just provoking away at each other.
The other 3, I think, are going to attempt to shoot at Carapace again.
They don't want to focus fire on me because I'm on their flank.
You know what? One of them will. One of them will shoot at you.
All right.
That's the second one from the left. And that's
clearly I am more of a threat to him than anything else currently.
Clearly. That is going to be... I can't even say that with a straight face. That's going to be an 18 to hit you. No, I'm sorry, not an 18, a 22 to hit you.
22 is going to miss, but that comment still hurt. Got me right here. I'm patting my balls.
Well, I'm sure that you'll get over it quick.
I can do everything else.
Carapace, a 28 and a 32 coming at you.
32 hits, 28 does not.
All right, which means that we're looking at 7 and another 13 points of electricity and fire damage.
Okay. Ouch. Oh, ouch.
And that is the guard's turn. Which means, Carapace, it's now your turn. Are you going to let those shots at your face stand?
I mean, at the rate that things are going to go now, I'm just going to go lay down in the middle of the room because they're not really doing anything, really. The hologram... Oh, so I guess I should do this.
So the hologram in the middle of the room is... there's an emitter below it, so that is actually... would provide cover.
Okay, so I will put...
It's like a low wall.
Yep. So I'm going to move into the room, and I'm going to bear to the right.
Bear right?
So you're going to have to back up one space. That's a column that's going in.
Oh, okay. Can I go here?
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much getting in the faces of two ones that are on the right.
Okay.
And that is one move. So I am going to play...
If you were down one, right one, you might be in a better position to reach. No one's melee around here. It's probably the tower.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I figured I had an intention here, so I'll see if it happens.
Okay.
So
you have a pillar between you and him.
So I'm going to seismic punch the one that is northmost to me.
Okay.
And I hit a 25.
With the cover, that is going to miss.
Oh, right. They have a cover in the downward square.
Right.
Is that static or is that
right?
Okay,
portable?
that's interesting.
So like right there. It is like it's a device that can potentially be like moved, but you think like it's set up, for them to kind of block attacks.
It's a portable. It's an emplacement. It's not a
right.
It's not attached to them.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That makes my decisions much less tactical. Okay, that's fine.
Much less tactical.
Yeah. Well, I don't threaten any of them now then, because you don't threaten when you have that degree of cover. So if they make shots, I don't provoke attacks of opportunity on them. So,
unless you somehow got around them like Sweet Spot did.
Right. I mean, I'll just next time I'll just move behind the other one and I'm just gonna fucking kill somebody. But it's just with one move that I had, that's what I got.
All right, Magnum, it is your turn. You're still behind the computer console, and you opened up the door and got Carapace shot in the face like 4 times.
That's my fault.
I asked for that, yeah.
Run around the corner and into the doorway because it's as close as I can get.
Okay.
One move.
What, you don't have like AD movement like everyone else does?
Can you double move to get to some cover, maybe?
Yeah, but I can't do anything.
Yeah, but you'll
Maybe
have cover and fire.
Yeah, I don't.
Can you do anything with your action?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can. I was gonna toss another smoke grenade in there. So I'm gonna target here. 5
feet behind Carapace.
Oh no, I can't see.
And this was a 20-foot radius, you say, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to probably... You can still use linked weapons when you're transformed, right? Even if you're an object, right?
Yeah.
So I'll transform into a hat when I get to the doorway, and then use my standard action to fire at that corner that I told you about. And if I could find my character sheet, I would roll it for you. Go. Oh, I got a 16 to hit. So that's above 5. So
indeed.
Create that big smoke cloud.
All right, smoke cloud is up there.
So he'll run up, sort of crouch behind. Thagros will run up with the hat on his head. Here. Crouch behind sort of the base of the shield projector. Now, I have a question. The hologram projector, excuse me. He has a shield projector. Technically, it's a weapon. If you're shooting an ally, what does that involve? I mean, is it presumably if they're not dodging, how hard is it to hit them? Or do you need to roll to hit them?
Roll just to make certain you don't get a 1, but I don't imagine it'd be like too hard to do. Like, I think I'd be willing to rule it as a DC 5. You need to be able to at least hit the area you're aiming for, but they're not trying to avoid it.
My armor bonus wouldn't apply to it, or sweet spots wouldn't. Yeah, that's actually, so we had the same problem in another campaign where Mike was going to potentially do this, but he was just like, I'm like an envoy. He's like, the probability of me hitting anybody that would be worth putting this on if I actually have to hit their AC is useless. Like, it was just like...
Yeah, that's what I thought of that afterwards, but...
I agree with the idea. Like, if we have, like, this tactics, it'd be like, oh, I hear, like, the whoop, 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 whoop. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I know what's coming. Codename Medusa.
Well, I'm probably not going to shoot. I'm probably not going to hit you with something that is bad. Although, I can't guarantee that because I've screwed that up before.
See, Wild Strike.
Where's my hit roll? So, I get over the 20. I hit sweet spot with the shield projector. 6.
I might...
You get 6.
Hold on 1 second there, Matt. You are shooting... Does it have like any ways to kind of get around stuff? Because you are shooting through at least a column and a guard with cover.
So that's cover, so add +4. So that would be 9 to hit.
This is improved cover, actually, so it'd be a +8.
So, okay. So 8 plus 5 is 13. I still hit it.
Okay.
I got a 20. Sweet spot, you get 6, a shield that lasts for 1 round. That will absorb 6 hit points of damage that hit you. Like a little bubble. Bloop.
6 points?
6 points.
Until I break out the
All right.
shield barrage. I'm done.
Wild Strike.
I'm going to...
Wild Strike. Starscream is on the other side of that door. You gonna just sit there and let the rest of these guys take their shit, or are you gonna take the fight to him?
The door's closed, right?
It is close.
It's like that's ever stopped you.
The thick door.
You're gonna just have a big Wild Strike taped hole in it.
Yeah.
It is a blast door. It is designed for to stop laser fire.
Yeah. It's designed to stop playing.
So that means you have to get further back before you hit.
Yeah, for me, I'm just moving up, and then I'm going to take a shot at the guy back there, straight back. But
The one
I'm
on
in position.
the one next to the door, but on the left. Gotcha.
Yes, that one. But this is going to put me in
This
position.
door is
for next turn.
fireproof, soundproof, bomb-proof.
19.
A 19 to hit with the cover is gonna miss.
Okay. That's fine.
That's fine. I got this.
Next turn.
Speaking of which, Legionnaire, it's your turn.
Okay, so he does a double move, and I move up to there. So I move into the room to the left, kind of do a little roll over Pythagoras, and I'm now on the left side, close to, but not necessarily effective against the 2 that are on the left.
Okay.
Being slow is slow.
And you said a double move on that one, right?
That's correct.
All right. And that wraps up the first round. Let's move on to round 2. Sweet spot. You are up top as usual.
Ding, ding. I will transform into a car. And guess what I'm going to do? They all know what I'm going to do.
Into a truck.
Transform into a car and Salamo. Gonna ram attack this guy right here. Hopefully,
I'm gonna dip my wheels in it.
Hopefully, I will knock him out from behind his barrier and do a little damage to him as well.
All right. What is my save DC?
Versus bots, it is going to be a reflex save of 20.
got a 10 on my save, so you hit.
I was going to say
Roll your damage.
he would probably actually have a penalty because the cover makes it so that he can't move around as much.
Anyway,
He's literally a bumper in an alley.
so total damage is going to be 28.
He's between a shield and a door. All right. That is a good, solid hit. It's doing some damage to him, but is it supposed to push him? I don't think it does.
Yeah, if he made a save, he would have to go to an adjacent square and go prone, but I think that actually would have been the preferable thing for him to do, because I think that is the only square that you could have gone to.
Right. You did hit him, though.
All right, well,
You hit him, you kneecapped him. I'm going to say that this guy did not get an attack of opportunity because it has not come around to his turn. Again, not that he could have taken it anyway because he doesn't have a melee weapon, so irrelevant.
that's right.
Moving on. Okay, here. So, let's see what we got. So, let's start off with you, Sweet Spot, because this guy here just took a hit from you.
Yep.
He's not happy about that.
I can't imagine he would be.
He's going to shoot you for a 28.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Roll the miss chance.
I don't think I'm in the
Miss
smoke.
chance.
Yes, he's not in it.
Oh, I thought he was shooting
Nope.
Carapace.
Nope, shooting Sweet Spot. Doing the Sweet Spot one first.
28 would hit me.
It's going to be 11 points, electricity and fire.
11 points. I will. Can I use that shield?
Yep. Oh yeah, it's automatic. It's on you.
All right. So I will only be taking 5 points.
Okay, then. The one to Sweet Spot's left, the one that he drove right past, is going to shoot at... Who is he going to shoot at? Who is he going to shoot at? I think he will... I think he's going to do Legionnaire. I mean, he'd like to shoot at Pythagoras, but Legionnaire's a lot closer. So, coming at Legionnaire for a 27 on that one.
So do they have the cover, or is it one of those things like because they're closer to it, they can kind of like shoot around it?
Yeah, I'm rolling it as just like straight up improved cover where he can kind of shoot around. It's a defensible like point intentionally, so
Okay, yeah.
it made sense for it.
Maybe he has like a gunslit or something like that.
So I'm sorry, what did they hit?
They hit a 27 against Legionnaire.
That is enough to hit me.
Okay. Pretty low damage though, so it's going to be... Actually, no, it's the same damage, so it's going to be 5... it's going to be 11. 11 electricity fire.
Okie dokie.
The one in front of you, Carapace, attempted to shoot you and horribly missed. Something like a 20.
Yeah.
But the one to the far right, though, he's going to do something a bit interesting.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, if he's just enough movement to do it. He is going to toss a grenade right here in the middle of that, the
Hologram?
The hologram.
Hologram.
Yes, thank you. He's going to toss a grenade right on top of there. So, Carapace and Pythagoras, I need the two of you to make a reflex save.
Alright. 9 plus 8 is a 17.
17 is a fail.
That's unfortunate.
11.
7 is also a fail.
This is a reflex save?
So, who cares about 7? It's 11.
That's still a fail. You are both going to take 6 points of slashing, of non-lethal slashing damage. And you are staggered. Not actually, that's turn.
Frag grenade?
A riot grenade.
Frag grenade.
Actually, sorry, I need to look up how long that effect lasts. My apologies on that.
1 round per tier.
No. That is way powerful. That is way powerful. As someone who is a grenade person, that is way powerful. What is it called? It's a riot grenade?
Riot grenade 3. right. Well, while you're looking that up there, Pat, we will continue to move on. It's at least going to be one round, maybe a couple more. Who knows? But that is it for them. And actually, Carapace, it is your turn. So you can look it up right after you take your turn.
Well, it doesn't matter because if I'm staggered, then I can't do anything. So.
No, staggered is only one move, either standard or a move, not both.
Right.
So you can still do something. Assuming you want to do something. I'm not going to play your character for you.
Of course you would.
Is Magnum affected?
Only Pythagoras is affected.
Okay, so he's considered an object on his head then.
Oh, right, he's on your head. Then Magnum also needs to make a save.
Okay, I'm going to, because I didn't properly understand how much of a penalty that was. I'm going to move into this position. So I'm going to move upwards towards the main door between the two that are there.
You will have to move back one because that door is closed.
I can squeeze, I can exist in an area that small. Remember
Okay.
I mean, if you want to say that I'm one lower, I can, but
if you want to squeeze, sure, that's not a problem.
Okay.
22 for my reflex.
For Magnum?
Yeah.
Shit.
Roll a 17.
Well, Magnum Magnum passes somehow then. Oh, wow. Okay.
What is it? 3 damage then?
3 damage. I believe you're not affected by the staggered, and I think it's half damage or something like that on the save there.
Yep.
Each creature within the blast radius takes the list damage or can attempt a reflex throw for half damage. Okay, so half damage, but you are still staggered.
No, if you make the save, you're not staggered.
It does not say that. All right, so half damage, certainly, and we'll see. And if you want to look it up there, Pat, let me know.
Yep, I am looking it up.
Magnum, it is your turn. So, Pythagoras, you are staggered, certainly.
Okay, so it says specifically, just so you know, it says some grenades have additional effects such as blinded or entangled that apply only to creatures in the explosion radius that fail at reflex save.
Okay, good to know.
So, the ones that do damage, they do half damage, but if it's blindness or anything else, if they make the save, they don't get the effect.
Okay. What's Magnum going to do?
When Hulkamania runs wild on you.
He's gonna, I guess he'll transform into a building. Set up on that. So, he's not staggered, so...
It's, the grenades are 1 round unless it says otherwise.
Oh.
So it's that's the thing, it's meant to oh, you're stunned. You can either move or not. It's not a, flash bomb. It would say D4 rounds or 2 rounds or something along those lines.
Okay. So just 1 round then.
He'll pop out his loudspeakers and announce to the world, Wild Strike is about to shoot you in the most spectacular way possible. Now, your eyebrows may be left when you're done, but that's probably about it. So, you might as well just surrender right now. But he is going to blast your faces off. And he is going to use his deadly boast feat to roll a bluff against everyone within a 60-yard radius, which is everyone.
Oh, man, okay. This is turning into the silliest combat so far.
Yeah,
wait till we get going.
Low rolls. Everything. Magnum hasn't rolled over a 2 yet tonight. All right, so his bluff is a 16. It's versus. Let's see. It's as if the same as if he's doing an intimidate, which I think is 10 plus someone's sense motive. I think. Intimidate. So it's the same as the demoralize, and the DC is the same. 10 plus your opponent's total intimidate skill bonus, or 15 plus 1.5 to CR. Whichever's higher.
Okay. And all right, so I got got the DC for it. What was the roll you said?
I rolled a 16.
16.
It's not possible for them to fail then, because if it's 15, even if they're first level, it's a 16, and that means just making it. They make it, and you can't fit. A 1 is not an automatic failure with skills.
Yeah, unfortunately, not enough. Good try though.
That's right. I can do it again. Pythagoras is going to hit the one to the left side of the door, to the left side of... Carapace is standing in the middle of the door. To the left of him is the bad guy. To the left of him is Sweet Spot. He is going to hit him with glass gas.
Okay.
So that something, at least.
And what am I rolling? My reflex save?
You're rolling a fortitude save, DC 17.
This might do it. I got a 16 on the fort save.
Okay, you failed.
So, yep, I did not do it.
Take 8 damage, and he loses 5 AC.
Oof. That's one that's been hurting so far here.
Alright, so I'm done for now.
For now. Only for now. Wild Strike. Feels like you haven't been able to do a whole lot in this combat so far.
Oh, it's only the second round.
Yeah, it's a little unfair.
I'm going to quick transform into the jet, fly up to this guy. At the end, I'm going to do a quick transform with my vehicle charging and attack with my cleave.
Does that give you any bonuses to hit?
No, it gives you penalties to hit.
No.
But it's double damage.
Oh. Roll high.
And a 10.
So
nope.
Nope on that one. Good try,
That's
though.
it for me.
Good try. That was a nice charge in there. If that worked, you would have went like right through his shield. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage.
Legionnaire, wrapping up round 2.
So, since Legionnaire is in the business of personal defense, would I know if these force fields have like a certain hit point total before they're taken down, or how they could be activated or deactivated? Or are they just there?
There is a like an activation switch along the interior, so it is possible to turn them on and off. They are like right in front of the guards, though, so it's kind of designed to be,
of course,
to be that way.
Right.
But you do think that with enough damage, that yes, like these are energy fields, so with enough damage they will come down.
Okay. Then Legionnaire is going to move.
I think you would also know that the amount of damage needed to bring one down is probably
high.
Not at it's high. It's not as useful as like finding a way around it hitting them.
Right. He's just gonna shoot this guy that's right in front of him now.
Seems fair. I mean, that one was shooting at him just last turn.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a 26.
That will hit with no cover. Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, so that is 18 plus 9 is 27 fire damage.
Okay, good to know. Top of round 3, Sweet Spot. You got you're actually flanking the guard in front of you with characters.
Hey, how about that? I will transform and take some shots. Or a shot.
Do it.
21 to hit.
21 without cover and flanking will hit.
That's is.
Are you attacking with a range?
I am attacking with a ranged weapon.
So you do not flank that.
I do not have any melee weapon.
What kind of dealing EAC or KAC?
This is EAC, sir.
That is a hit then.
All right. Then that, sir, is going to be 23 points of damage. All of it fire.
Nice.
Hot stuff.
23 points. This guy is getting pretty low. It's getting pretty low.
All right. And then I will duck down just in case a rather forceful punch is coming towards this guy. I'm like crouching way down low. Sort of like how Indiana Jones ducked just before the propeller took out the big German. And I imagine it will have the same effect.
That's a perfect. I should get propellers in the front of my hands.
He just sees me crouching down, turns around, and takes one right to the face.
Okay, so let's start off with the guard on the right-hand side this time, because he is going to toss another grenade. Except this time, it's not going to be a riot grenade. Wild Strike, this is the one right in front of you, and he's going to call out Molerat to all his friends. Molerat! And he's going to toss a grenade over to his left. 5, 10, 15, 20. He can hit that space.
Do we want to take any bets on what this is going to do?
Close your eyes.
I think Wild Strike would get an attack of opportunity in this case.
He would, except he's doing this cover thing.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. What a waste of a nat 20 on that one.
And is there a 20% miss chance?
For a grenade? No. Carapace, Sweet Spot, and Magnum, I need the three of you to make a reflex save.
So, my reflex is an 18. My reflex is shit. Well, the roll.
Why?
and I rolled an 18, so that means I have a 26.
Both passes.
Yay.
Sweet Spot, barely a pass. How'd Magnum do?
Magnum got a 21.
Damn!
And Pythagoras got a 14.
Pythagoras, I think, is outside the range of it if he is actually at that spot, so he is fine.
That's true.
Wow, how the hell did all of you manage to make that save? Damn, okay.
I inspire quickness.
It's like, it's one of those, like, middle finger things. Like, it just kind of...
Yes.
It's a new paint job on my exterior.
Grenade rolls in front of you, Carapace goes off. It is a flash grenade, and all of you managed to close your eyes fast enough. You all heard him say Molerat, and you put 2 and 2 together. You realized what was coming.
Yeah, ours,
Okay, I got some other guys to fight with over here, so you know what? Screw all of you.
You've been trying to do that from episode 1.
Screw you guys. I am not going home. All right, let's just keep on going from right to left. The one next to you, Carapace, is going to take a shot at you, which, of course, if you have a melee weapon out, will provoke. But that's also a crit. Nice. Nat 20.
Yay.
Assuming you don't hit him and kill him, of course, right?
That was against us.
I rolled a 19. Oh, I almost had a 12.
So close.
Yeah. So, he will be hit for 31 damage.
Ow.
And he is thrust back 25 feet in the direction... Like, so he pretty much hits the corner.
You don't knock him prone or anything, right?
Rules as written, no. It's always been kind of thematic and on your discretion.
Okay. Because I actually want him to have a shot at you, he's going to stay standing.
Okay.
I'm still standing. The one on your opposite side got a 33. Nice.
Also taking a shot?
Yes, also taking a shot.
Okay.
You have a second AO, correct?
I do.
Okay.
Throw in those punches. This time I have a 27.
27 will hit.
Okay, and I do 30 damage, and he is pushed back 10 feet.
How convenient.
His corpse goes flying over Sweet Spot, landing in between him and Legionnaire.
Nice.
And speaking of Legionnaire, he also gets a 33 against... the guard gets a 33 against Legionnaire.
Wait, what?
Guard to the south of Legionnaire.
The guard
attacked Legionnaire and got a 33.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mike's just trying to slip that in there without us noticing.
Oh, I thought you hadn't resolved the critical hit against me, so I wasn't sure if you were...
Nope. Oh, sorry. Just dealing with all the hits first. Now I'm going to roll up damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a 14 for the first, or not for the first. 14 and 10, so that'd be 24 total for that crit against the Carapace.
Okay.
And I am sorry, Carapace. Critical blind effect on the Yellow Star Nova rifle that he is shooting you with.
24. Okay, I absorbed 10 of it, and I'm going to shoot it back at him.
Okay. Reflecting armor?
Yep, so it gets to make a reflex save.
Reflex is a 25.
I'm assuming that's enough to resist the thing.
More than likely. I don't have the stats up in front of me.
I don't. My damage is 10 lower, and he takes 5 damage of the same type. And it was 24, so that's 14. And this is electricity and fire.
Correct.
Okay, so I take 2. Okay, and what is does the critical effect have a save? Some of them do not.
Must succeed at a reflex saving throw or gain the blinded condition for 1d3 rounds. Your DC is 18 for that reflex save.
Natural 20!
The roll is good. It's good.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
All right. You avoided all that. Go ahead and take your turn, Carapace.
I had a 50-50 shot of making it, but a natural 20 is slammed.
You would have been blinded for 3 rounds too. Son of a bitch.
Being robots, we don't need to blink, but we're learning.
Yeah, why did they give us eyelids anyway?
All right, you're up, Carapace.
Yay! Okay, I have 2 people to my right. I'm going to. I don't remember what the squeezing rules are, but
It's like a minus
your
4
armor
or
class
something?
suffers, and I don't think you threaten.
I think it's -2, I think.
that's a lot of bad stuff that you guys were just saying. So can we actually look it up then while I'm rolling to hit?
Yep, I'm looking up.
I'll look it up.
Okay, so I'm going to be making an attack against the one that crit me because F that guy. And I rolled a 14 plus 13, so that's 27.
A 27 is going to be a hit.
And would it hit with a -4?
Yes, it actually would hit with a -4.
Okay, so even if it's squeezing it is as much as -4, which that would be the worst it would be, I would still hit, so I'll roll damage. So he takes 9 plus 22, so that's 31 damage. Boom! And he is moved 25 feet in whatever direction you feel is appropriate. I guess maybe south.
I will actually push him up against the wall and give him another d6 of falling damage. Of horizontal falling damage.
Oh, 6! It takes another 6. Yeah. So that's 37 total. And that is my turn because I moved.
Fuck, I should have had you look this up there, Matt.
Oh, I thought he did.
Still can. No, you might want to do it.
I said I was going to do it, but then I realized, like, as I looked it up, it's like, okay, when you're squeezing, you have the entangled condition. It's like, oh my god, really?
Now I have to look at that.
Okay, entangled is I move at half speed, cannot run or charge. You take a -2 penalty to AC, attack rolls, reflex saves, initiative checks, dex checks, and ability checks. So it's a -2.
Okay. And you had enough movement with the half speed while squeezing, correct?
Correct.
All right, good. So Magnum, don't worry about looking it up. It's your turn now.
Now, is Pythagoras still staggered?
Nope, 1 round.
1 round. All right. Magnum's going to fire his barrier cannon and hit Sweet Spot and Legionnaire. So, 20. So, good lord. You guys both get 14 shield for.
Nice. Thank you. Never thought I'd thank another bot for shooting, but thanks.
Is that it?
Pythagoras will glass gas the schmuck that's in front of him to the left, behind the bearer.
Okay.
So he has to make a DC 11 fortitude save.
Rolled a 19, so yes, I did.
Okay, so he does not take damage, but his AC goes down by 6 for 4 rounds.
Magnum.
Yes, sir.
I think this combat might be wrapping up. You might want to throw some of those glass gas canisters at this door over here. seeing as how there's no one in front of it right now, and eventually we're going to have to get through it.
All right. Well, if you say so.
Unless you got a
Still bad guys running around.
better idea to get through the doors when it comes time.
Well, usually little computers
I was
will
going
do
to say
that.
hacking.
Yeah, that's always an option as well.
So I'm done. And I'm done.
Wild Strike. You got to do the shield right in front of you. You do have the ability to move around to get from behind him, right next to Carapace if you want.
No, he smells. I'm going over there. I'm going to shoot the guy in the corner.
The only thing I smell like is I got the smell of seeker gore on my fists.
Well, I'm not wrong there.
No, you're not.
22 to hit that guy.
22 will be a hit,
16 damage.
and that is enough to bring him down.
Nice.
Bam. Split.
Wild Strike, you just killed one of your fellow Seekers.
What are you going to do next?
Yep.
I'm going to go to Disney World.
Yeah!
It's Legionnaire. Half the guards are down. What's Legionnaire gonna do?
I guess he's just going to take a... he's not very good. I'm going to take just a shot.
Stand and bang.
Standard bang. 25 to hit.
Yeah. Especially with the glass gas reducing his AC.
Beautiful. Ooh, that's decent damage. That is 22 plus 9 is 31 fire damage. Let's fight. That's fighting words.
Top of the round for Sweet Spot.
Alrighty.
You have a kind of a hard shot to get it to that guard from that angle.
Okay. I will move to the south, and then I will move quickly to the west. Then I'll move quickly to the north, and then I'm also going to move quickly to the east, wind up all the way around on the other side of Legionnaire, and I will use my power of unnearing missiles. I will get 2 missiles.
All right.
I really think this power should level up with me a bit more, but that's a discussion for another day. So the first one does 4 points of damage, and the second one does 5 points of damage. Grand total, 9 points of force damage.
And that guard is not like that one bit.
What are you going to do about it? Nothing. That's what you're going to do about it.
Well, he's just going to stand and bang. That's what he's going to do.
All right.
Legionnaire's
Stand
going to bang against him. He's going to bang back in. He's going to bang on back.
All right.
And he gets a 1.
Did you accidentally knock over your force field? Just go slap. Flat on the floor. Oh dear. That does not look good.
No, because he can't move past the shield. It's supposed to be like a permanent, it's supposed to be like a fixture there, like an emplacement. So if he fell over, he'd be able to get out. That'd be beneficial for him. So the shield went super strong and welded itself to the pillars. He's trapped there now. He can't get out. And against Carapace, another fucking 1.
Hey, the fight has gone out of him.
You know what? I'll say the same thing. He hits his shield and it just like locks itself in place. He can't take it down. So now they're both trapped between those pillars, and they're not going anywhere.
Excellent.
We should just leave them there and not even kill them.
Go ahead, Carapace. You're up. That was an awful fucking turn.
I don't know. I rather enjoyed it.
And I was like, that was quite awesome, actually. I'm going to throw some punches. And, let's roll all the dice. One of those is a 1, so that's unfortunate. But the other, so that is a 23.
23 is going to hit.
And I do 8 plus 22, which is 30, and he goes 15 feet in, I'm assuming that direction.
Southward.
Like
All the
up,
directions at
down,
once.
left and right, up against the wall of the The shield.
BA stop.
Go ahead and roll a d6 and get some additional damage on that one.
6?
You cheating whore.
No, these are with different dice, too. Like, I'm actually, like... I use different colored dice when I'm using different tacks.
Magnum, you're up.
You cheating whore.
Magnum's going to turn into a hat. Pythagoras is going to run up to the door. Not a lot I can do. These enemies are so pinned in that...
I mean, ironically, start opening the door. Like, they're going to be done soon.
They are not lasting long.
If you want to start trying to get the door open, it's going to be an engineering check for this one because the door controls you think are going to be on the opposite side.
Right.
All right, let's get this working. Well, Magnum will fire his barrier cannon at Sweet Spot and whoever's to his right, since I can't out. Legionnaire, yeah. So you guys both get a shield of 8 for the next round. Your previous shield is gone. And Pythagoras will start using his engineering. I don't want to actually open it, but I want to unlock it.
Yes. Getting it ready to unlock and ready to open is preferable to just open.
23 in for engineering.
You're poking around through the mechanisms of the door, but you're not quite finding where you need to put your fingers to detach this, to unlock it. So far, the mechanism is holding strong.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see. That's me for this round.
We knew that one would be tough. It's like, hey, we're breaking into the Oval Office. What's the thing? Like, you think it'd be good? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who would have guessed?
Wild Strike, you're up.
All right, I'm going to move around that nonsense, get next to Carapace, and shoot that guy.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot that guy.
Like Seekers in a barrel.
34 to hit and 26 damage.
That's a hit and 26, you say? All right. You think you almost got this fucker down. Legionnaire.
He will do what he did last time. He will shoot his mofo.
Stand and bang.
Stand and bang.
Bang and stand.
That is a 15 to hit?
EAC?
Yes.
With the glass gas? Yes, it's a hit.
What? I rolled a 2. Okay, so that's...
His AC is down to 14.
Oh my goodness. So that's a 12 plus 6, 18 plus 9 is 27 fire damage.
And one more Dead Seeker.
I yell out, clear! Oh, sorry, Dad, I beat that. Did I beat you there?
You guys can't...
Carapace?
Yeah, you did.
Top of round 5, Sweet Spot.
All right, I'll come over there and give you a hand. How's that? No, actually, I got a better idea. I'll let you handle that, and I will make my way back out to the... Actually, no, I don't need to do all that. Legionnaire's my friend. I'll just say, excuse me. I'll get by him. I'll come over here, and I will reach down and turn off this barricade, reposition it to the top of this square, facing out from me towards the door, and I will turn it back on.
I like what you're doing, except that you've already moved, and it's going to be like a standard to deactivate it. So next round, you can move it and then reactivate.
Okay, noted.
That's a complicated button. Standard action button.
It's a toggle, you know? It's like a...
It's one of those keys you have to just wiggle it and it doesn't turn and you have to push in, but not too much and then pull out right at the right moment.
Yep. All right, so there's one more guard left and he is surrounded. Ooh, what can he do? He is going to attempt to drop a grenade right next to him.
What?
Wild Strike and Carapace, reflex save, please.
Is he going to call out a code word this time?
Now I get an attack of opportunity because I'm on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
That is true. That is very true.
I rolled an 11, so that is a
Yeah, just call it a hit.
-2. That's a 22 with the squeezing.
Barely a hit, but that's still a hit.
Okay. And he takes 9, so 31, and is pushed in. Oh, fuck off. I can see the top.
Don't worry about it. You killed him with that.
Yeah, you got
And
it.
he went in 15,
All directions at once.
15 feet.
Splat.
Did I happen to do it enough that I could catch his grenade?
Sure, why not? Make a quick acrobatics check for me. Sneak it right out of the air.
30.
Shazam.
Yes,
I do have a 15 acrobatics, so.
you grabbed it. Okay. You punch him. He moves away. It's hovering in midair for a second. You just reach your hand in there. Gotcha.
Like taking grenades from Royal Guards.
It blows up in your hand, and your hand glows for a second.
All right. I think there's no one left for us to kill in this room. Well, you want to turn around these?
Yeah, I want to reposition these things so that we can use them for cover once the doors are open.
Yeah.
I was curious, can I, the other two that are, farther away, can I, rip one of those things up and, literally carry it like a shield?
I'm going to say no on that.
Okay, cool. You should say no, but that would have been awesome.
It's essentially a tower shield.
Yes.
And I will take this
exactly what I was
opportunity to reload my gun once again. Yes, 2 for 2.
I'm so proud.
Reload. Can we move those, the two that are further apart, though? Are they portable? Can we move them over to the door?
Yeah, just turn them off and move.
Yeah, I'll say that. I mean, since you're out of combat now, I'll say you can do
They're
that.
not built into the ground, right? So.
Correct.
I think they've probably got some sort of thing where they magnetize or dig into the floor or something when they're turned on so that they're not movable. But when you turn them off, I would imagine they're quite easy to move.
So let's just create a full barrier across
Yeah, I was
the...
just going to say.
Actually, looking at the way that we have the shield set up, do we want one set a little further into our room, staggered, so that we can make our way into the room quickly, should we need to?
Yeah, so we're just sort of cutting off the entire door.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, we just hide behind them and shoot at them.
But if we have one that's staggered, like if we have one that's on this line,
Yeah.
then we have a way to get into the room should we want.
The sweet spot should be behind the stack one.
Well, I was going to say, sweet spot thinking about doing his, zoop, zip, zoom thing where it just, runs into the room and just kind of, touches everybody and they're like, hey, what was that? Who was that? Who was that?
I might even be respectful in my touching. So considering we know who's behind the door, I doubt I will.
I will stand behind everyone. Right before we open the door, I will blast them with my shield gun. So everyone's going to have a shield for one round, starting off.
Hey.
When we inevitably get shot in the face again. Which one are we moving?
Mike's got to do it because he drew them, I think.
I drew these. I can move this one.
All right.
What does the shield gun do?
Well, no.
It gives temporary hit points for
there
one
we go.
round.
Essentially, yeah.
100 temporary hit points?
No, it's going to be 6 or something.
It's 2d10, which is pretty good.
Whoa!
It's a level 10.
Okay.
And then the single one, the Defender Shield Projector, is 2d6, I think.
Okay. So how much is it?
17 shield.
Whoa!
All right, is everyone in the spot that they're supposed to be in? Legionnaire Wildstruck, you guys doing anything or going anywhere?
I'm going to activate my second shield, which is the first time I've ever had to do that. So, yeah.
I'm assuming Legionnaire is moving up there.
And I'll ready my grenade launcher and my firearm.
Oh, what type of...
Anyone need healing?
Nothing.
Not yet.
Just a couple of stamina. They were... That guy had a grenade. What kind of grenade was it? Search them. You know, if they have more riot grenades, like, yeah, let's use them.
The one in the kind of lower right, he is all out, but the rest of them will each have 2 riots and 1 flash grenade.
And these are level 3s. So that's 6 riots total and 3
flash.
I'll take 1 of each.
Yeah, totally should. Because it's based off of dexterity, too. Yeah.
I can see right after I use my first grenade, I'll be like, I like this.
Yeah.
I know, isn't it?
I know, they're great.
I'm gonna load up more grenades. I'm like a couple smoke grenades, and I'm gonna put a couple different ones in there this time. All right, we're ready.
And I will, just so we're saying, I am taking, this time, I'm going to take total defense before we get in. So, I didn't say that last time.
So we have barriers, we have shields, and we have total defense, and Pat has a...
I am going to ready an action to jump slap a grenade if one comes over our shield wall.
Okay.
Like a volleyball?
Exactly.
Bam!
Yep. And I'm going to be positioned right here. Sorry, Magnum. I'm taking your line. All
right. I'll shoot over you.
I'll be shot out. I'll be crouched and ready.
That's okay.
You're going to need help probably with the engineering check. How many of us can use engineering?
You'll notice that I am not raising my hand.
Like, I'm not good, but I can potentially aid.
Michael can help.
Carapace adds... Oh! I rolled 17. Is that? I add 4.
Nico adds 4 as well.
28 plus 4 from Nico is 32, plus 4 from Carapace is 36, plus 4 from the engineering tool is 40, plus 2 Magnum is 42.
It's the answer to everything.
Should be the answer to Open Sesame is what it should be.
You reach your, you kind of reach your digits with everyone's help. They're kind of holding everything in place, and you manage to disconnect the actual locking mechanism from the door itself. And you are ready to open this thing.
All right, count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I jump up and I slap a grenade out of the
air. After one, not on one.
Right. Sorry, I jumped the gun.
I admire your enthusiasm.
I'm
Okay, now
really
everybody,
excited.
should we do on one or after one?
Is 3, 2, 1, then go. Not 3, 2,
Okay,
go on 1.
1, go.
Right, we're not going on 1. We're going
Do
after
1, go. After
Okay.
1, right?
After 1, right. I got it.
All right.
Okay, now I'm ready.
All right.
I crouch down again.
Try it again. 1. Nope.
You almost got me. Got me on that one. False start. All right, enough of that.
3, 2, 1. Push button.
The door slides open from the center, revealing Starscream's office beyond, and standing on a desk 20 feet in front of you, the ruler of Cybertron, Starscream, looks at all of you, tips his head, "Be seeing you, bots," jumps, transforms, rockets out through the glass behind him, detonating the mine he laid in his office. His entire room explodes out. And we'll see you next time.
Oh,
Man!
Thank God we put those shields up.
The Secret Files of Teletran 1, Empire of Rust is written and GM'd by Michael Ordway. Headmaster Magnum and his partner Pythagoras are played by Matthew G. Candidate Sweet Spot, representative of Velocitron, is played by Adam H.U. The Decepticon warrior Wildstrike and his partner Nico are played by Mike M. And Carapace, the Beast Soldier of Primitive Eucharis, is played by Patrick Finn. Additional characters are played by Michael and Cassandra Ordway. Empire of Rust is supported by the humans and networks of planet Earth, whose online networks provide access to libraries of sound effects and music, such as Storyblocks, Zasplat, Blue Zone, and Dark Fantasy Studios. We are distributed by the Transmissions Podcast Network. Stay up to date with all the latest news and reviews in the world of the Transformers by going to transmissionspodcast.com or searching for the Transmissions in your podcast app of choice. You can communicate with the heroes of Iacon by joining us on the Transmissions Discord channel. There you can discuss episodes, talk to the cast, and download the rule set used in the Empire of Rust. Teletran 1, signing off.